To know the unity of all life leads to deathlessness. To know not leads to death. Both are hidden in the infinity of Brahman, who is beyond both. He is the one who presides over all and rules over everyone from within. He sows the golden seed of life when time begins and helps us know its unity. He is the Lord who casts the net of birth and death and withdraws it again, the Supreme Self who governs the forces of life. As the sun shines and fills all space with light, above, below, across, so shines the Lord of love and fills the hearts of all created beings. From him the cosmos comes, he who teaches each living creature to attain perfection according to its own nature. He is the Lord of love who reigns over all life. He is the supreme creator, hidden deep in the mystery of the scriptures. By realizing him, the gods and sages attained immortality. Under the hypnotic spell of pleasure and pain, we live for ourselves and are bound. Through master of ourselves, we roam about from birth to birth, driven by our own deeds. The self, small as a thumb, dwelling in the heart, is like the sun shining in the sky. But when identified with the ego, the self appears other than what it is. It may appear smaller than a hair's breadth, but know the self to be infinite. Not male, not female, nor neuter is the self. As in the body, so is the gender. The self takes on a body with desires, attachments, and delusions, and is born again and again in new bodies to work out the karma of former lives. The embodied self assumes many forms, heavy or light, according to its needs for growth and the deeds of previous lives. This evolution is a divine law. Lord, love the Lord and be free. He is the one who appears as many, enveloping the cosmos without beginning or end. None but the pure in heart can realize him. May Lord Shiva, creator, destroyer, the abode of all beauty and wisdom, free us from the cycle of birth and death. The learned say life is self-created. Others say life evolved from time. In truth, the Lord brought the cosmos out of himself. He is pure consciousness, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, creator of time and master of the three gunas. Evolution takes place at his command. Those who act without thought of personal profit and lead a well-disciplined life discover in the course of time the divine principle that all forms of life are one. They work in the service of the Lord and are freed from the law of karma. Know him to be the primal source of life, whose glory permeates the universe, who is beyond time and space, yet can be seen within the heart in meditation. Know him to be beyond the tree of life, whose power makes all the planets revolve, who is both law and mercy, yet can be seen within the heart in meditation. Know him to be the supreme Lord of lords, King of kings, God of gods, ruler of all, without action or organs of action, whose power is seen in a myriad of ways. Know him to be the cause, without a second, parent, or master. May he, Lord of love, who hides himself in creatures like a spider in its web, grant us illumination. The Lord is hidden in the hearts of all, the eternal witness, pure consciousness. He watches our work from within, beyond the reach of the gunas. The Lord is the operator. We are his innumerable instruments. May we realize him in our consciousness and find the bliss he alone can give us. Changeless amidst the changing, consciousness of the conscious, he grants all our prayers. May we realize him in our consciousness and find the freedom he alone can give us. There shines not the sun, neither moon, nor star, nor flash of lightning, nor fire lit on earth, Everything reflects the light of the Lord. May we realize him in our consciousness. There is no other way to conquer death. He is the maker of the universe, self-existent, omniscient, destroyer of death, the source and inmost self of all, the ruler of the cycle of birth and death. May we realize him in our consciousness. There is no other way to conquer death. He is the protector of the cosmos, all glory, all-knowing, omnipresent. How could there be any ruler but he? May we realize him in our consciousness. There is no other way to conquer death. Lord Shiva is my refuge, he who grants freedom from the cycle of birth and death. Lord Shiva is my refuge, he who gave the sacred scriptures at the dawn of time. Lord Shiva is my refuge, he who is the source of purity and perfection. Lord Shiva is my refuge, he who is the bridge from death to immortality. Lord Shiva is my refuge, he whose grace has made me long for his lotus feet. How can we roll up the sky like a piece of deerskin? How can we end our misery without realizing the Lord of love who is enshrined in the heart of hearts? The highest mystical experience revealed at the dawn of time must be shared only with one whose heart is pure, or with a disciple, or with one's own child. If you have a deep love for the Lord of love, and for your teacher, the light of his teaching will shine in your heart. It will shine indeed. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.